Intellect loads the gun, instinct pulls the trigger, inspiration keeps you firing. Aligned with my beloved muse, inspired so I flood books with rhymes that could combust boost. My write-ups are uncut jewels, I'm a diamond in the rough nooks. Alive and full of gusto from daylight to the crepuscle. I'm revived from mind to muscle, I'm inspired by my dreams. I strive to make them come true. The goal has always been to build empires from the rubble. Turn trifles into bundles, acquire what I want to shine and be triumphant, get the bride and be a couple. I'm inspired by hope to see the light outside the tunnel. A force that drives me like the daily cycles of the shuttles. To rise after I stumble, to fight and never buckle. To spring up vegetations on the sites where there's no stubble. I have quietude and ruffled through the riots and the scuffles. With sight of all the troubles, Mount Zion's where I run to. Inspired by life, I made anxieties and puzzles. I never let them weigh me down, I'm flying like a bubble. Word life. This is when I'm inspired, got inner fire, drive and desire to keep pushing, to rise and go higher, to never stay down like the feathers of hiders. Now this is when I'm inspired, got inner fire, drive and desire to keep pushing, to rise and go higher, to never stay down like the feathers of hiders. Achievers, believers and the dreamers, those who spread their wings like the eagles who are seers, to sit atop the zenith, the apex where the peak is, standing with their feet up even after being defeated. I'm inspired by the geniuses, Nobel Prize receivers, the Einsteins and Shayinkas who blazed trails like meteors. Inspired by my parents who provided what I needed, from diapers when I was teething to food items and the treatments. Inspired by the teachers who made us write on leaflets. They raised us to be readers and leaders and thinkers. Inspired by the preachers, motivational speakers, scholars writing theses, filling up encyclopedias. Inspired by peacekeepers, diffusing hate seekers. Many have paid the ultimate price to give us freedom. I draw inspiration from the stimuli I received thus, and then I reach forth swinging for the bleachers. Yeah. This is when I'm inspired, got inner fire, drive and desire to keep pushing, to rise and go higher, to never stay down like the feathers of hiders. Now this is when I'm inspired, got inner fire, drive and desire to keep pushing, to rise and go higher, to never stay down like the feathers of hiders. I'm often inspired by motion pictures and quotes from scriptures. The treasures found within are more precious than gold and silver. Ancestral truths to dig up, create my own elixir. My motor isn't kilter, I keep it moving like flowing rivers or strolling drifters. I'm inspired to go the distance with so much vigor, pushing hard till I'm ghost and whispers. I'm inspired by poems delivered with a potent mixture of insight, emotion and truth. The tropes and figures of speech makes my jaw drop just like a lowered pincer. Creative art lights me up like a strobe that flickers. I'm inspired without a roll of wrist that smoke a liquor. Just pure energy, divine like water tones for sinners. I'm inspired by anecdotes of victors, the stories told by winners. It all provokes my inner giant to rise like a goat on hinder, turning microphones to cinders. Cause I really bring the heat like the antipode of winter. This is when I'm inspired, got inner fire, drive and desire to keep pushing, to rise and go higher, to never stay down like the feathers of hiders. Now this is when I'm inspired, got inner fire, drive and desire to keep pushing, to rise and go higher, to never stay down like the feathers of hiders. Love God, find what drives you forward and proceed. You cannot blaze trails with cold feet.